I've been to a lot of court cases. I've listened to a lot of sides, prosecution, defense, all that stuff. And I'm pretty familiar with the in-court proceedings. I'm very familiar with a lot of objections and whatnot, and
that's Frank
court
Briggs.
proceedings.
He wants to be a lawyer.
I would say I have a decent amount of viewing a court time room. Obviously, no firsthand experience, but in terms of like just gained knowledge, I would say I know it. I would say an okay amount, not a decent, not a little. I would say an okay amount in terms of the courthouse and the court proceedings from what I've seen so far.
Okay, let me test you.
Okay.
We're down in MRPD for cell rep. The officer tells us that they got a 911 call from dispatch about a breaking and entering, and they found our client on scene with a microwave in his hands and a TV in the back of the Bison. They caught him while he was trying to load the microwave into the truck bed. I'm leave it right there, but what can you do for your clients? What are the stuff that goes through your head right now?
The first thing that would go through my head is their property. I mean, that's the first thing that comes straight to my mind. Just because there's a 911 call doesn't automatically mean that person is in the wrong. My first instinct would to believe that hey, how much on the police's part, how much have they done their research in regards to verifying and finding out if my client's guilty or not in terms of like evidence that they found. So I would inquire on whether or not if this is my client's house, and if not, I'd probably go from there and trying to.
The property was not in his name. He could not tell the officer who lives there. On top of that,
maybe at that point in time, then I would secondary inquire on. I would talk to my client alone, obviously separately, away from the police. I'd inquire why he was there in the first place. Maybe he was there for a job. Maybe he's part of a moving company. That might be a second plausible explanation of why he very much could be there. A neighbor could have called and said, hey, somebody's getting robbed, but in reality, he could have been there legitimately. So my second inquiry would be to find out if he was there on some form of job. Legal job.
Okay. You're putting way too much faith into people. It's great.
I am. Well, that's. I didn't know how to approach it because I'm not oblivious to know that there's a lot of criminals in the city.
Let's say you have not talked to the client.
Okay.
And we're still talking to the officer. What are potential charges that your client is going to face?
God, off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm not sure if the specific name is a breaking and entering charge or if there's a different verbiage to it, but they'd be charged with that probably, and I would. It's okay. The charge.
Do you have access to an MDW on your phone? A penal code?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
No. Otherwise, I'd probably try to reference that to give a more straightforward and direct approach with my answers. Right now, I'm just basing all of this off the top of my head and what I would do in regards to potential experience. All of this is off the top of the head.
That's the charge he most likely is facing.
Burglary, okay. So it's not breaking in, it's burglary. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
And that's the case law that is attached to burglary.
The People v. Maxwell, okay. Oh, this was recent, or recent in the sense that it was a year ago. A little over a year ago.
Yeah, like 1.5.
Okay.
Right before the economy
still
crash.
new case law for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm familiar with this actually. The type of prongs that would need to convict or properly prosecute somebody. Yeah, the 4 prongs.
I mean, Chris, you
I'm
already
somewhat
know.
familiar with this actually. Maybe not the name, but definitely the case law itself.
Okay.
Somewhat
Again,
familiar with it.
there's a 911 call. They found your client on scene.
Okay.
Now you got the charge and you got the case law.
Okay. Well, then first things first, I would try to inquire on whether or not they had any of the 4 prongs, and go from there.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, if I mean, I can go 2 routes here. One, if they didn't have any of the prongs, then I'd probably.
I send you a message with the case law. Read the case law and go through the prongs with me.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Okay, 1 local dispatch call, like obviously a 911. Give me a second. Okay, number 2, the DNA is found on basically found on scene. So that would be the second prong, basically. 3 would be. 3 obviously being the individual being apprehended on scene. Then number 4. And the 4, obviously, the individual being the person, my client, having scratches or some sort of indication of tampering that could have taken place, essentially.
Okay. So what prongs are given with the statement from the cop?
Can you repeat the cop statement again?
911 call. They arrive on scene. They see your client loading a microwave into a Bison that already had a TV in it.
And that's what the cop's telling me.
Yes.
Okay, so I see 2 prongs that he is specified. 1 being the 911 call, and 2 being the suspect, or my client in this case, being found on scene. So those are 2 prongs that I have already.
Okay.
Suspect being on scene and a 911
Read
call.
the last sentence of the case law.
The case law. Okay, give me a second. Burden of proof shall shift to the defense to then prove or to then provide lawful reason or consent of entering the property. Okay. So then it would shift to us to then prove essentially his defense and why he would be there or anything like that.
So do we need to prove that he was not burglarizing that house?
Yeah, it would fall to us to prove that if it went to court, or maybe not even going to court. Just I guess to prove it to them. It would be on us to prove that.
Why is it on us to prove that?
Because they already have 2 prongs that would give them enough reason to place our client under arrest at that point. So it'd be on us to then prove his innocence of why he would be there legally, if at all legally.
Okay, so does the case law state you need 2 out of the 4?
Give me a second. Let me go back up real quick.
Yeah, I figure burglarizing is nice. Oh, Manazi, welcome. Sorry.
I think you just need 1 of them. 1 or more, if I'm understanding this correctly. They need 1 or more prong in order. I'm wrong. You said sorry. You said I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. There's a
maybe I'm
reason why
misunderstanding
I
this.
asked this little example. Pretty much everybody that wants to be a lawyer,
Okay.
and that's a special one. Technically, all four need to be given, but now,
Oh,
of
okay, all
course,
four.
there's always the common sense part. Now, you can always spin a story of some sorts. For example, the client could say, well, he wasn't taking that one from the house because the house is still locked. There is no scratches at the door or, the lock and so on. He wanted
Right,
to
they didn't
deliver
say
that
scratches.
stuff,
Right.
and nobody was home, so he put it back into his bison, for example.
That's a good point. Damn. Okay, that's actually good. I didn't even. Fuck. Okay, yeah, there's a lot to consider there. You got to
Yes.
really sit and think of what the officers were telling you, what they have in terms of evidence. Okay, that's good. I didn't even think of that. Spinning a story to the defendant, or maybe that's
Yes.
actually why he's there. Maybe that's his reasoning for actually
Yeah,
being there. Who
chances are
knows?
really slim that
Yeah,
was the
it's
reason.
slim, right? I'm not. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not oblivious to the fact that there are an extreme amount of criminals in the city, and the odds are somebody's 100% innocent are very low in a lot of cases.
Exactly. Okay, so let's say the cop, it doesn't matter what you're saying, he's just gonna give him burglary and wants to send him up. What can you do?
I can then speak to my client alone, and then I can inform him that we can go to a bench trial at that present time if a judge grants us one, or he can plead not guilty, and we can then file for an appeal at a later date.
Okay, what needs to be done that you can appeal the charges?
Number one, he can't be pleading guilty to anything. He has to plead not guilty.
Listen, he's reading chat probably.
Or else
Crystal, give him the
you can't
answers.
appeal. Past that, I'm kind of drawing a blank.
Okay, to give you the short rundown, you will need the report number and the name of the arresting officer because you want to FOIA request the report.
Right. Okay.
Because that's gonna build kind of the main part of the evidence that you're gonna submit.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Okay.
It was pretty simple.
There is one thing that you always need to consider. Time is money. Burglary is 12 months, $1,125. 12 months sounds like a lot, but that it actually is not. If your client already shot down 74 officers, robbed 10 banks, and has drug trafficking on his record, one felony
You're talking about the
more,
record, okay.
yeah, will not really matter in this instance. If
Right,
it's you with a clean record, there might be a different story, It's worth hiding. Now,
right, yeah, exactly. Because there's no pattern, no.
Yes.
potential
So
intent.
you can go and do sanitation and make, I don't know. I'm just spitballing a number here, 10,000 an hour.
Oh, shit, okay.
Now, the time that he is spending in Bolingbrook is not really that long, or she. And the work that you're putting in, if there's more important stuff, is not going to get paid. So
that makes sense.
If he does not care, he's like,
It'd be up to the client, right, on whether or not how much they care about wanting to fight specific charges. So essentially, we are there for the client, and it's up to the client how much they are willing to fight said charges that are being levied against them.
Exactly. So let's say he had a lockpick or a laptop on him, and they're gonna try to take this because they say it was used part of a crime. A laptop is like $6-7 grand. If you can make a deal with the cop and say, well, we're not going to contest this, but you're going to get the lockpick and laptop back or something like that, you're saving him those 6-7 grand, and he's paying 1,125 in fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I understand what civil effort, or not civil effort, God, I can't even speak English. Civil forfeiture is, but I mean, I'm pretty familiar with, like, they can seize stuff if they believe it to be used in the commission of a crime, but, like, are we still referring to a house robbery?
Yeah, probably not, but let's say it's something else. It's like joyriding, and they thought they used the laptop in some sort of hacking part because, you know, newer cars, electronics, I don't know. You know, just...
Do you think the police could prove that?
The thing is, they're just gonna keep it. You need to appeal it. Again, there's like... You need to figure out the circumstances and the situation your client is in, if it makes sense to fight. If he's getting charged with drug trafficking, but it was just cultivation, the difference probably going to be like 280,000. Then it makes sense to fight, you know.
Right.
But
okay, yeah.
the thing is, you kind of need to figure out your clientele. You can always fight, but is it worth it?
Everybody's time is different.
Yes. And
okay, I got that.
You're going to figure out with what cops you can kind of make a deal, with what cops it doesn't even matter if you say anything. They're just going to charge them anyways.
Building those rapport and good relationships to help out your client. That makes sense.
So the approach that I have is I'm there for my client, but I'll always try to mediate. It works works the best that way. The yelling part to the cops will only get you so far, because as soon as you're gonna meet somebody that yells louder than you, your whole strategy is gonna go overboard.
Right. I'm pretty familiar with a couple very loud and headstrong officers.
Yeah.
I'm really familiar with them. I have a question though for you. How often do you encounter clients who, because I know them telling the truth and whatever they're being accused of is kind of important. How often do you kind of get, I guess, like, how often does it happen where the client isn't truthful with you and they get fucked over because they're not being truthful with you?
Oh, that happened. That happened multiple times. But when I know that they're lying to me, I'm going to ask them once more, tell me the truth. If they're lying again, I'm just going to walk out and recuse myself. I will not deal with clients like that.
Do you think it happens, like, really often?
Yeah, especially with the newer folk. But the thing is, I've been an attorney for over a year now. I know my clients, and they know not to lie to me. So...
Makes sense. Okay. You got that rapport going, and they know not to fuck around, or else they could get their shit fucked up.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Especially with the amount of attorneys that are around, it's kind of, you know.
Yeah, I'm normally around like later and earlier, if that makes sense. So, and I can, like, you're the first attorney I've seen in the 2 weeks that I've been trying, and it's including judge as well. You're the first DOJ representative that I've seen in general. So, hello?
Interesting. Do we have a ghost now?
Yeah, you see, I thought that was just me.
Yes.
Kind of spooked me for a second.
Hello. Yeah, okay, so, like I said, I usually don't clock in, but I need to file a civil harassment restraining order.
Oh my goodness.
So I kind of need that MDW.
Damn, so I didn't mean to bother you, but I had to jump at the chance to try to at least get a hold of you, because you're, like I said, it's been, I've tried for like a little over 2 weeks now, consistently. I've twatted it out. I've taken a couple of screenshots on my phone of me twatting out, and I put an ad on the yellow page. I've been trying adamantly to get the process rolling, because I really do want to do my part in the city in terms of helping people, because I don't know if it's just me, but definitely in the earlier times, like earlier than now, it's very there's not a lot of lawyers per se that I can that I see. So I'm definitely looking to potentially, hopefully, go on that time slot of helping people out in that time zone if possible.
I mean, if you have any questions, you can always call me or send me a message. Like I said,
so that's good.
I'm around daily, but I just don't clock in anymore. Yeah, I have more than enough clients to keep me busy and other stuff that I want to do. There are actually 2 footprints in City Hall where I was standing because in my days it took a little bit longer. I was a paralegal for like 3 months.
Jesus.
It's not that bad anymore. We also had a mock trial where we actually were part of the prosecution.
Yeah, sorry, you could.
Yeah, we won that. We won that case. So there's that.
Shit, did you? Okay. Yeah, that's the main time. Is obviously I've like I said I've visually firsthand experienced court proceedings and objections and proper court etiquette and all that stuff. So I'm kind of knowledgeable when it comes to that. Like I said, obviously I would need firsthand hands-on experience when it comes to that, and I'm looking forward to that. But more so, I'm looking forward to, if possible, getting some cell rep time to kind of see what type of angles police use and how they approach certain things when trying to convict somebody.
I stay clocked in. I even go so far and put myself unavailable. If I get a cell rep, I give you a call and pick you up. Your MDW profile only said BMX, so not sure if you're renting a car.
Yeah, I've been around for a while. Like, I know on my DW profile it only says like I own a BMX and whatnot, but my state ID is the 30,000. To my knowledge, it's a lot of people have gotten up to 37,000. So I've been around for a little bit longer than other people. I'm definitely not new per se to the city. I've been around.
Yeah. One of the guys said I can give you a link up with Odessa. She also. Oh.
Oh, is she the clerk down there?
Yeah. You
she
know.
Helped me out with something.
Whoa! Did she just hung up on me? How dare she? She just called when I said her name.
Oh.
You know that I'm sitting here with Frank, and I'm like, you know what you should do? You should talk to Odessa, and then you call.
Wait. Let me call you back. Let me call you back.
Okay, bye-bye. Anyways, she also has a bar license, and yeah.
Okay.
She definitely can help you. It's kind of important to show your face to people. And
Sure,
no,
sure.
not
I get that
your
building
Odessa.
rapport.
Exactly.
So often do judges normally? Like I said, like you're the first lawyer and judge that I was looking for both in 2 weeks that I was looking.
Yeah, we're doing
are
bad.
Judges normally later?
Not gonna lie, the only one that you're gonna find is probably Serge Cross. Everybody else is not really around. I don't even. Shouldn't we have like a? No, we should have elections coming up actually. But yeah, I don't even think we have enough people running for judge. So it used to be like invite only kind of deal, and
Right.
That changed, and it's not the same anymore.
So how exactly do I go about like quote, officially starting the process of?
I mean, you're already doing it.
Okay,
You
right
need
now. Okay,
to keep learning the DHA guidelines, the case law, the Constitution, the penal code. You know, just know some basic stuff. Of course, there's a search function that's gonna help you, but it's gonna be an experience thing kind of deal.
Okay.
But yeah, it's you know, I'm sorry, but you're gonna need to learn the case laws.
Yeah, it's all good. All good. I
It's
understand. I just need to learn more so I can have it and reference it if whenever I need it. Yeah, I got it. Makes sense.
it's like back in school. You're gonna learn the stuff for a test, and after that, you kind of know it in the back of your head. Plus, you know where to look for, kind of deal. I won't be able to
Right.
tell you every single case law that we have in the city, but if you know, somebody says about a dispatch call that comes out of a private property, then I know that we have a case law for it, the Otto Delmore one, and so on. So I can look that up and go through it word by word and see if it applies and so on. No, you won't be able to. Others tried to, Chris.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, cool.
Sup, noise.
All right, well, no, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, no worries.
I have your number saved now. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, if you, like I said, if you ever get any potential sub reps, just let me know. I'd be willing to learn.
Yep, I will let you know and pick you up. Try to get in touch with Odessa. So she kind of knows you, and she might have some input for you on what to do. I mean, right now it's just you showing up, clocking in, hoping for a judge to be around, introduce yourself, and say that you want to be a junior attorney, that you were talking to me about what to do as a paralegal, and so on. And that will already help a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was recently talking to Odessa, so I'll go down there and speak with her a little more. And the thing, I saw her as a clerk, but I wasn't aware at the time that she was an attorney as well. So I'll go down there and speak with her, have a little conversation.
Yep.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you talking to me. Like I said, it was definitely for a while looking for somebody, but I'll let you get back to doing whatever you're doing. Sorry for taking up your time.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here to help, at least sometimes. And by the way, do me a favor, don't fall because you're gonna break your neck.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be the first, so there's that.
Do you have a law firm?
No, there is no
No, you
need
don't have an
for
official
a
Okay.
law firm.
Yeah, I heard whispers here and there about a couple people having different law firms, but I just wasn't sure like what the deal with that was.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm the attorney for Haze, the tuner shop, the drift school, the Uwu Cafe, countless others, so I don't need a firm to be busy. Plus, I don't have issues working with anybody, so I'm not really conflicted just because they're working in another law firm or something like that.
It makes sense. Okay.
One advice I can give you is you either gonna be a prosecutor or you're gonna be a defense attorney. Don't
Primarily focusing on defense attorney.
Yeah, so if you have like a passion project where you want to prosecute a serial killer, that's one deal, but you kind of shouldn't be prosecuting people for like Wrangler and then also defending people that fall under the category of kind of being prosecuted by him. That's, reputation is kind of hard to get by in the
Right,
city.
yeah, it's important. Yeah, that makes sense. Considering Wrangler's a pretty, for lack of a better word, hard ass. And
Yeah,
he will
that's why I'm
drill
suing him.
people and get their ass, and I'm familiar with his work.
Okay.
I mean, fuck you, ask anybody in the city that they're probably familiar with him and what he's about.
Yes.
How intimidating the guy is, or at least how intimidating he will be, or if he's fucking gets a sniff of fucking anything.
Yeah, he's pushing some buttons, and that backfires.
All right, well, I'm gonna head back up to the courthouse to have a word with Odessa. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Like I said, I got your number, and I think you have mine now as well. So.
Yeah, if I get a call from MRPD, I'll pick you up, and we can go for a cell rep.
And I'll try to reach out to a couple more lawyers, maybe kind of get that same deal going, maybe get some sub-role experience. And if I do with any other potential attorneys that might come across, I'll let you know. So you're the first I've spoken with, so I guess.
Listen, the more experience you can get, the better. Different attorneys do things differently. You're gonna figure that out real soon, and you know, it's you're gonna need to figure out the style that works for you. How you approach things. So, yeah, for example, the two main attorneys that I was learning under, one was yelling and the other one was more calm. And the yelling part does not work with me. So, yeah.
I mean, I agree with that mentality. Yelling, I mean, it doesn't really get you nowhere. It just makes you...
No, it got him really far.
I can kind of see... it might get somebody to try to like overpower the point that they're trying to make potentially, but other than that, if that doesn't work, then you're kind of fucked and you're looking like an idiot if you're being loud and obnoxious. Basically, basically if somebody's yelling, whether it be a lawyer, cop, whatever, and you're trying to drive your point home or make your argument as pushed over on the opposite as much as you can, if it doesn't work, then you're kind of just looking like an idiot at that point. You're basically betting on whether or not the opposition of, you know, the person yelling is a pushover, essentially.
Yep. Okay. Frank, good luck. I'll give you a call if I get one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you once again.
Probably
no
not.
worries.
Do you need to ride back to your place?
Oh, James.
What's up, Ash?
Will you still help me with the restraining order?
I was typing it up and Frank here came around.
Hello, Frank.
Hello.
He's trying to be an attorney.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, Frank, Frank, she actually has a bar license. So, but she's not practicing, so unfortunately, she will not be able to help you.
Haze.
Hey, Danny.
All good. Nice to
Thank
meet
you very
you.
much for the 4 months.
Nice to meet you too. Flop.
Yeah.
I do
See you
have
around.
one piece of information.
Do you?
Sherry said one thing that, whilst she's looking into it, she said one thing that she is certain of is that,
How are you doing, Danny?
realtors are the ones in charge of establishing property lines, since they're the ones who write up contracts for the storefronts.
There you go. And since you're the one that has the approval and disapproval here, you are able to have jurisdiction here on where you foresee, I guess, property lines. So
For me,
Yeah.
I would establish the property line from the furthest confines of the property, which would be the balcony. But a police officer said to me that the sidewalk, you know, is obviously to keep patrons safe, so they don't have to step on the road, you know what I mean? Like the government technically owns that sidewalk over there, you know what I mean?
yeah. So
Well, it's
this
Monday.
is where, I mean, well, I mean,
Yeah, she's not
okay.
happy.
I'm willing to argue this though.
Because of
It's a parking lot. It's not the main road.
the stalking part.
That's my argument for that. On the other side to it, though, this is where I would still say, wait for Sherry's response to know what the official property lines are. Because if there's a line, then at least you can work around that line. And again, it gives you a clear indication as to where people can be and can't be. I do think with people that are showing up that you don't want around, and considering you have a say here as to who gets to own a business here, you having that information at all, I think, is incredibly important. This way, not everybody, the problem is right now everybody's making a clear assumption as to what the line is, and everyone's kind of just standing where they want to stand, right? If you know the line, you don't have to tell anyone the line. As long as you provide it to the police when it comes time to say, hey, this guy's trespassing. I want to
have no idea,
Productions.
Productions.
And then you provide the information to the police. we can't say anything. I mean, at that point, if it's an official document, we could do what we want to do, you know?
Yeah, Sherry
So-
said she's going to get more clarification from DOJ. But the thing that pisses me off is like the Korean Plaza in itself is private property. The car park belongs to the Korean Plaza. The Korean Plaza is, and therefore the car park is governed by the businesses operating within the plaza. So technically, Uwu, Greener Pastures, Amazon, Gift Shop, Digital Den, Demon's Den are all the owners of this car park. They're the essentially, you know, the HOA of the Korean Plaza.
Mhm.
So therefore, if any of these shops wanted someone removed from the Korean Plaza, that should technically be within their rights.
This is where I think establishing proper documentation of it all is going to help you, because it's a lot of
They keep
it's a lot of
forgetting
question
the whole
marks still,
impeachment
right?
shit.
Because you're right. You're 100% right.
We're opening a can of, I don't even want to know why.
It's not even a can
it's-
of worms. This is a can of fucking poisonous snakes. This is,
The
this is a
thing-
bunch of venomous snakes.
We had the whole impeachment stuff that first was pushing about giving away properties. I don't know if it's going to circle back too well. CG is owning the Korean Plaza, so yeah.
Okay, do you know? I mean, listen, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but do you know anyone who has the official say from CG who would be willing to, I guess, have him trespass?
The thing is
He's
that
dead,
Mr.
yeah.
K said to me, "This is my property." He said, "We're not going to touch the Korean Plaza."
Okay.
So it depends on what he wants to say next, really.
So you're saying that someone said that this is your jurisdiction, essentially?
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe this
who was the one that
random
said it?
son that he's got might come up and be like, "Meh," you know what I mean?
What who said that to you?
What do you mean?
Who said that you had jurisdiction here?
Huh?
Who said that you have say here at the Korean Plaza?
Oh, well, there's that whole thing where it was approved for CGI, but also technically not approved for CGI. And then when they put their spray up over there, Mr. K came and said, "We're not going to touch your business. We don't want to interfere with your business. We're, you know," he said, "You know, the way I see it, the Korean Plaza is yours. We're not going to interfere there." But
Okay.
you never know. People wake up and change their minds. You know what I mean? So,
Do you have a good connection with Mr. K?
I think that we have a mutual, like, respect relationship. I don't know how to word this.
No, I know what you're saying. You guys are you're more acquainted than you are friends, which I think is fair. I'm gonna say listen to James on what I'm about to say. I can tell you what I could suggest, but this is obviously completely up to James if you feel like this is a good idea or not. Because I think it's a perfectly fine idea. If he feels that way and he doesn't want to interrupt or interfere, to call him or to have a meetup with him and just say, "Listen, I've been having problems with people around the property, and we're kind of in a weird wishy-washy kind of situation where you technically own, but you don't want to interrupt. And I don't want to take your ownership from you of that jurisdiction, but to get something official on paper to say that you also have that kind of say on who's on the property. And if he would be willing to sign that, then at that point, you're still not interfering with him, but at least you would have some say to some degree officially on the plaza. That would be
And then I'll
entirely as,
rename it to Copium Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, you could. I want to sell copium out of my business. God damn it.
I kind of want to. But I
I
also
could.
want to respect the heritage of the place, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think the way that I'm going about it is that you wouldn't be interfering with them, right? I mean, I think to some degree you're still respecting that they're the final say, but at least you would. I don't know. This is where James, you would come in to kind of help with the legal trouble of that, because I don't know, But would there be some degree of being able to have Ash in some jurisdiction here if Mr. K would be willing to sign that?
I mean, if they have a mutual agreement, the problem is, I still don't believe that the Korean Plaza is really owned by
I don't believe it is
CGI.
either.
So I feel like
Yeah.
just because somebody put in a business proposal, I want that spot, doesn't mean you own it. You did not pay anything for it. It is still the same old house that it was before, and so on. Now, with
agree.
the Uwu Cafe or, funny enough, Maldini's, there is something substantial there. Now you can say that is kind of owned by somebody, a company or person. But, you know, you remember in the old times when we had the Garage T, was it T or P? That actually was owned by Jordan Steel and the other ones. So the Korean Plaza, this parking lot is not, there. You know, the state didn't say it is owned by somebody. So this is where I have the issue. And just because it's in a business proposal doesn't mean they really own it.
Well, yeah, and this is why I have pushed to, and just to fill you in, I've pushed to have Ash reach out to Sherry about figuring out if there are any official documentation pieces on the Korean Plaza to know if there are
Yeah, but
property
the deeds
lines.
were like in the old
And my
times, wasn't
defense
it?
on this was if Ash is the final say or is part of the say in who gets to own a business here, she should also have the jurisdiction to kick someone off the property if it's not owned. While the property is owned to the state, technically, I don't know if that actually really falls in line if you need to give the approval for someone to own a business here, which I think gives you jurisdiction over a property if it is not owned by somebody. I don't know if that's...
what'll happen though, right?
What's that?
We'll tell him he can't be on the footpath here, and he'll start patrolling the medium strip. You know he
So
will.
be it. So be it.
He's gonna accidentally run over like a lot.
Yeah.
I hope so. Hopefully he dies.
Well, I mean, you know what? Let him. Because honestly, at that point, who gives a shit? I mean, if he wants to be that petty over that jurisdiction, let him be that petty. I honestly, I would almost encourage and enjoy watching him go through that median. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I've had my levels of, you know, I've had my levels of petty. But if he's only allowed to control the median, the question is, how do you get to the median?
There is so much wrong going on. And the thing is,
Yeah.
we're already being sued for stuff that is happening in the parking spot. And we have to fight that stuff off. But when it comes to our rights, they're
Well,
non-existent, you know.
James, who's being sued in the parking lot?
We had, when cars were towed, they were coming to us. We had that bullshit with Bill Mays, Jordan Steele, and Rory O'Banion. With
Can I suggest something?
well,
The same thing I told Ash. You guys should just plead guilty to it. You guys should just go to court and say, yeah, we're guilty of that. And then when anything else comes up in the future, you bring up, you know, the cafe versus so-and-so states that jurisdiction is within the cafe's right as they have pled guilty in the past. And then you set your boundaries and your legal proceedings from there. And at that point, any cases moving forward within the parking lot, there's already a case on file that says that a judge pretty much ruled in your favor based on your jurisdiction of the parking lot.
if only that would work.
It is such a legal loophole, but if they're really gonna play this dumb, I mean, I would fight it.
In my opinion, it
I
should
would
be all
100%
this.
fight that tooth and nail.
Oh, these two
problem is that-
buildings.
What I'm proposing is that you get a legal understanding of the property line, which I think you guys should have. Based on the fact that the cafe is already on the property, it's good to know like the lines instead of just playing the guessing game all day. And if the Korean Plaza is in some way given jurisdiction to Ash, then it's good for her to know the lines there too. And at that point, it would be important to ask, where's the line on the parking lot? And let's say it does turn out that, hey, you know what, because the cafe is on the parking lot, you know, technically the cafe is partially owned by the, you know, whatever, right? At that point, it's legally put down, right?
It's gonna backfire in our faces. I can already tell you,
How
because
so?
it's gonna be we're gonna be taking blame for everything that's gonna happen, just because of that. Even though we weren't even able to prevent it, and then we're gonna need security on the parking spot. You know
What
how
do you
we,
mean?
you know, remember the? I would just go back to the olden times, where a cop hit me. Well, easy money, cash grab kind of deal, and then Kyle put in the 50,000, and he kind of stopped. This is what's gonna happen. Somebody getting shot in the parking, the Korean Plaza here. Well, Uwu Cafe's fault because they didn't have to play secured kind of deal.
And if we plead guilty to it in court purely to stake claim to the car park, then they'll say, okay, well, you were guilty last time of it, you pled guilty to it. That means
Well,
that you're liable for it in the future.
I'm talking about like a parking violation, but James, are you not able to get some liability to state that you're not responsible for what happens on the property in terms of if you own the property, you can set your own property lines. In this area of the parking lot, if something happens, this is not my responsibility. You should be 100% able to draw your own lines if you own this entire parking lot.
We could probably set up some basic terms and conditions of entry to upon, like, that you automatically agree to upon entry of Korean Plaza sort of deal, which would waive our liability to it, I suppose.
I would, because I'm going to be honest with you. Everything that is being complained about right now is simply based on that there's no line to draw in the sand. And if you go through the giant legal trouble that this is going to be, and it ends up going in your favor, you can draw that line wherever you want, and you guys will have the freedom to do that. And you won't know, you'll no longer have to fight with the police on stuff. At that point, it'll be, here's the documentation, here's the evidence, here's the information, here's where he's at, I want him arrested. Okay. At that point, we can't do anything. At that point, our hands are essentially tied to say, okay, put your hands behind your back, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. At that point, we can just turn around and say, based on the evidence that we have, we can do this. So
Let's also remember constructive possession. If someone plants a weed plant in here,
oh yeah,
then we're liable for it, right?
well, I mean that's what it comes down to, right? That's where the illegal trouble comes in. You guys run a legal business here. No one in their right mind, on officer discretion, is going to actually believe that you guys are planting weed in front of the property.
It's on the fucking docket.
Who?
Wrangler, hello.
That's exactly what it is. It's gonna be Wrangler. Wrangler doesn't fucking count. He's useless. He's a useless prick. I said it. I don't give a shit. He's my captain. Fuck him.
There will always be one.
I don't know what he's gonna try and claim, but you guys didn't know it was on the property. Unless he could prove who actually put it there, then who is he gonna push it on? He's gonna push it on you guys?
The charge doesn't.
Constructive possession.
Yep, the charge doesn't state you need to have proof whose plant that belonged to. Oh God, I'm clocked in. Sorry about that.
Like if someone
James Haze.
Like if I leave my
Yo, what's
cab
good, James
in my
Hayes?
house,
Can you check if I have a warrant? Is that
someone
good?
Gets in my cab, puts a weed plant. I don't know what's in there.
And who are you?
And then they can call the cops.
I am
It's their
Ignacio
property.
Loco
I'm
Hernandez.
It's constructive possession. They go plant a weed plant at my house. I get in trouble for it.
Listen, nothing is perfect in this city, right? But there's things
I cannot see one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I love you.
Well, you take care. Bye bye.
in this area. So let's say you end up owning the parking lot. Let's just say in a perfect world you own the parking lot and you own the Korean Plaza. Let's just say everything's perfect. You can literally draw a line to say, okay, zone 1 is the cafe, zone 2 is the Korean Plaza, and zone 3 is the parking lot. In zone 3, if anything happens in zone 3, not our fucking problem. If you enter the property, you know that willingly, right? There's things that you'll be able to do, but I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing is perfect.
Yeah, if it comes out of rust.
Nothing. And there's nothing that we can do about it, unfortunately, than do the best that we can to work around it. And then there's people like Wrangler who are
It's
going to abuse the
gonna
system,
go
which I hate
forever.
to say it, he's abusing the system on this. I don't think he's going to win in court. And if he does, then I think that it's going to end up backfiring, because I think that things in law are going to change if he's just going to start charging people for a single weed plant on properties. So I think
it just doesn't help that the police, like, a lot of these cops have a
By the way,
massive
hello,
fucking
Rin.
hate boner for me, so I absolutely think that they would.
they don't like me either, and I work for them. So this has been the ongoing theme of my life for a while, and it's because I listen to shit like this and it pisses me off, and I'm the only one that actually cares about the interest of the person, not the stupid car that just got stolen. You know what I mean? So the way I would look at it is that, yeah, no, you're right, not everyone's gonna like you. No one likes me in the PD. There is a small handful of people that actually give a shit about me in the PD, and I'm gonna tell you right now that majority is incredibly fucking small. I don't talk to a lot of people in PD because most of what people do in the PD is well against what I believe the PD should be doing. Most of the PD is focusing on other shit, while I'm on the opposite side, focusing on the interest of the people, right? You have the people that are going to
Chat, check your
literally be
primers.
petty
We
and use
dipped
the letter of the
again.
law to charge you, aka
It's a long
constructive
way to
possession,
200.
Wrangler, or you're gonna have people who are like me, and unfortunately there's not a lot of me in the PD, but the people that are like me are the people I talk to, or the people like Kylie who are going to sit there and say, okay, they didn't obviously intend on putting a fucking weed plant here, they're not that dumb, right? But the other thing that's going to come in is, hey, I unfortunately can't monitor my property 24 hours a day.
I don't think he wants to
I
be
am able to monitor it when I
mayor.
can, however I can, and any officer who actually gives a shit about the intent of the person is going to realize, damn, this person's right. They can't be here 24 hours a day. So at that point, you know, any reasonable cop is going to drop that shit. You're talking about Wrangler, who is, no offense, but I've never actually helped Wrangler with something where I agreed with him.
Well,
yeah, I need to go to bed.
Okay.
you
good.
do that.
Listen, I'm just venting right now. I told you that I got your back on this, and I will do whatever I can to try and get this worked out on our side for you. Because we're gonna get an answer. It's just gonna take some time. All right.
James, so you know, Kylie started a report, I'm guessing,
Mhm.
for this guy, so that we can document his ongoing harassment. I don't know if you need to include that sort of thing in the restraining order.
Do we have a report number for that?
Yeah. Do you have to FOIA that though officially?
I'm
Actually,
just gonna put it on pending.
It's
I think
well,
you can
actually
give the report number, just not the report.
I'm gonna give you
Yes.
the report number, but I'm gonna tell you now it's an investigative. It's not official. So the least I can say is that Kylie Stokes is the one that just made the report, and I'll be the one also kind of adding on to it and keeping an eye on it, because I can't lead this. Not even based on conflict, just I think I would be too close to this to lead it, but I'm more than able to.
Well, you'd be a witness now.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So.
Because, like I said, you were here for fucking 5 minutes and we creeped out. Like.
Yep. I told Kylie I would help her with this through and through. I just, I can't lead this, which it is what it is. But
Okay, well, what is the number?
it's gonna be 50771.
Okay.
I wouldn't FOIA it.
No. I'm gonna
it's-
put it on pending, and it's gonna be
Okay.
pending for a while.
Okay. Yeah. I will let you know if things get pushed, if you should FOIA it when it's a finished report. This way you have it and you have all the evidence. I don't want you to get pieces of evidence and then find out afterwards that, things got added onto from then. So.
Yes.
I got you covered on that front. Ash, I know you need to go to sleep. At some point, could you forward me at some point just I don't even know how to ask this. I want to finalize my the products I want to sell. I don't know the template size I should be going with to have proper sizing on any of the items I'm going to be selling at the place.
Okay, I'll maybe email me about that. It's kind of
Okay. No, yeah, that's fine. I didn't know how to ask that.
Hey, Sapphire.
Weird question, but all right.
yeah. Okay.
She
Good
has
night,
been
Les.
around for a
James,
moment.
thank you for doing that thing. Can you just email me if there's anything you need or anything?
Yes, I'll send you an email before I post it, so we can put it up tomorrow.
Thank you. Good night,
No
Les.
worries.
Have a good night, Ash.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Han, hold
Flop.
it down, please.
Yeah, I got you. Take this thing.
What?
Flop for you.
Oh,
It's your mom's sex tape.
you're
Oof.
fucking dumbass, Han.
I'm just kidding. It's him watching over you guys.
Okay.
Well,
James, you want to go for a ride?
yes. Let's go.
You guys
Alright.
work here by chance?
Depends.
I do not know.
Do not. There any upper management at Uwu around?
what's up?
How can I help you? Yeah.
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir? What's the name? Justin Durant. Looking for a security job. I work at Cerberus right now, security, and I'm looking at other opportunities.
You know what? If it wasn't what's going on right now, I probably
What's
would
going on?
have said yes.
What's going on?
How do I say that? Somebody feels
It's a long
like
story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
sure.
got a self-insert security guy. Basically that.
Oh, I'm talking about what's his name that walks around?
Yeah.
I ran into him
he's like-
earlier.
yeah. Self-proclaimed security guy. Not even hired anywhere.
Self-proclaimed. Well, I'm hired at Super Security. I got that going for me.
Yeah, at least you're legit. That guy's not.
Yeah, I didn't catch his name though. I saw him on a bike earlier.
it's Gary.
He's a little Gary.
Yep.
I'm gonna call him right now. Listen
Yeah,
here,
it's-
you fucking. Oh, this isn't you, Gary. Sorry, wrong Gary.
No, Gary Kevin, not Sack.
I thought it was the fake cop thing, security guy, Gary. No,
Listen,
no, not you, Gary. I
I
meant
know.
no. It's a different guy. It's a stupid hat. Yeah, fuck that guy. Exactly. Fuck that guy. All right, bye. Yeah, I called an actual cop, Gary. Sexton.
Yeah, don't. It's a bad idea.
No, I met him earlier. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he
I
is.
told him my name. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay. Well, so what did he do? So what does that affect the other stuff?
He's making people uncomfortable and he's shooing away more people with the way he is being a mall cop than he actually makes people feel secure here, which is kind of not really productive.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
It's
shit
given us,
happens.
I guess, the rest of us a bad name. It's very unfortunate. Listen, I mean, what are you going to do about it?
Okay, are you gonna be around tomorrow?
Me? Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm in the yellow pages. James Haze, senior attorney.
Okay.
All
All right.
Send me a text with your full name. There we go. And
Sure
we'll
thing.
see if we can hire you tomorrow and make sure that actually somebody's doing a proper job here.
Absolutely.
So
There you
we
go.
can.
It's my full name.
There we go. We can meet up with other from the executive staff, some managers, and you can introduce yourself, and maybe that is something we can do together.
Absolutely, sir. It's a pleasure meeting you guys. You guys take it easy.
What'd you say your name was?
Justin Durant, sir.
Lovely name.
Thank you. It's a good name. And remember, sir, I'm always
Great
just
name.
in time.
Oh God. Okay.
Nice.
I got a catchphrase.
It's a beautiful catchphrase. You take care, Justin.
You too.
Seems like a nice guy.
I'll be right
All
back.
right.
Yeah, why not?
I think we
Okay.
should go for a drive.
Yes, let's go. You're driving.
All right. Sweet.
Get your bike here.
No. Do you have a car here that I could drive? We could take the whip.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, no one pulls us over in this.
Oh
shit
my
box.
god, what is this? Looks like we stole that thing.
What do you mean? This is the best shit box ever. What do you mean? Listen, you know what's nice about this car? You drive it and no one bothers you. That's literally why I bought it.
Thanks, Fancy. I mean, it looks like somebody gave you that car for free. Or...
I paid 10 grand for this.
Nice. Well, let's go to Disney World.
All right. So I want to break down what I talked to Ash about and what I'm going to end up doing from my side of things.
Hmm?
Because I think it's important that I keep you in the loop on this.
It definitely helps.
But,
What's the movie called? The
oh gosh.
Griswold's Vacation or something like that. I forgot. Hi,
I
Alfie.
talked to Ash about a couple little things, right?
Thank
and
you.
I said, you know,
fun
unfortunately right
working.
now, I said what you're dealing with is that you have jurisdiction in a couple areas. I said you own a piece of property at the plaza. You also have jurisdiction
Justification,
at
okay.
the Korean Plaza with some other information. I said, but there's no property lines to be drawn in the sand. And I think that that's a big problem. And I feel bad because this guy, okay, so I walked up today and Ash was dressed differently and she literally said, don't say my name, blah, blah, blah. And this guy was just standing over us and was just really being maniacal and weird. And apparently afterwards I was informed that apparently he's been around and has been causing problems or whatever. So are there open signs here?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that wasn't just
yeah,
me.
no, that's weird.
Okay. But essentially I talked to Ash and I said, here's what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to get Kylie over here and I want to talk to you and Kylie. Kylie's leading it because I can't, but I will help assist with it however I can. And I told Kylie that I would help her with the information. And I told Ash that she should reach out to a deputy mayor and figure out what the property lines are officially. When I did the investigation and I had to dig up a piece of property in the barrio, I reached out to a deputy mayor. And part of what I had to do was literally speak to a deputy mayor. Oh, wait, did you want to go back into the Dean's World Pier? I'm sorry.
No, listen,
Okay.
now I don't need to drive, so I sit
I
here.
got you.
It doesn't matter for me.
I got you. So, part of what I've expressed interest into was trying to get official documentation. I have an entire blueprint layout of the barrio, and I said, is this piece of the barrio open property or is this owned by the people that live in the apartments? And I was confirmed that it was owned by the state, which means it got signed by a judge and a judge was able to confirm it was owned by the state, which gave me full jurisdiction to go drive into the barrio with fucking SWAT trucks and 57 cops to circle me so I could dig a hole. And I ended up uncovering DNA to confirm the death of somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told Ash, I said, you should really get that property line and figure that out, right? And I said that, you know, obviously working with you and working with us to figure that out is good. I said, we also need to establish a timeline of events of this guy who has been in the area and who has been working, right? Or sorry, quote unquote working. He works at 3 businesses apparently as security and apparently does not work at the cafe. So the question is, why is he here? He obviously has jobs in other
Yes.
locations and other areas.
Inside Man, The Right Way of Driving School, and Vanilla Unicorn.
Yes. So then it comes down to, why is he not establishing place of business at the places that he's employed? Which is exactly why I told Kylie, I said, I want to know why he's here now. And the reason why I'm so interested in this and why I'm so bothered by it is, the last time I saw Ash like this, James, was the whole Jasper investigation, which I know you know enough about it.
You can hear it in
Ash
her voice.
never changes her identity. Oh yeah, she never changes her identity. She was beyond stressed out today, and she's beyond bothered by it. And I guess from a personal standpoint, I could tell you it don't make sense as to why she would be getting the feeling that she was being stalked unless she genuinely had a fear. And I don't know the guy. I don't even know his name, James, to be honest with you. And I think it's for the better I don't know his fucking name right now. Right? Because I'm literally just speaking out on this as an outsider looking in. So I have her speaking to the deputy mayor. I have her keeping a log of notes every time with dates and times, so we can establish a giant investigative report. And when the time comes to actually apprehend the guy, if it comes down to it, we could at least turn around and say, okay, here we go. And we just bump it up to an incident, and all of a sudden we have, 14 days of logs and photos and evidence of this guy pacing and walking around and brandishing and whatever else,
Hey,
right?
Solomon.
And then you establish an entire basis to charge the guy, right? I'm not even personally going after him. It's not even my investigation.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell Kylie and help Kylie and guide her and just tell her, listen, this is where we are and this is what we need to do. And I'm gonna let her know how she can proceed with this. And I told her that, while the PD may not like the guy, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I tell you that the PD does not like me, I'm telling you now, most of the PD does not like me. They really just, a lot of people have a real blood out for me on how they feel about me. And I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me. Because at the end of the day, my interest has always been into the citizens that live here. It's never been about the stolen car or the speedy boy or the, right? Like, I've always been in the interest of the individual. And if people don't like that, then obviously they're not upholding the oath that they took when they joined PD. Which, I'm going to be honest with you, you know it, and I know it too. Not everyone in PD follows the oath that they took. Uphold their fucking community.
Not everybody funny, yeah.
I'm Silver.
They don't.
Mad Bush, Bongo, Mad Bush.
You think
love.
Regular's best interest is in the person?
No.
To try and
course
charge
not.
for constructive possession over a single marijuana plant? You know what I mean? Give me
You're
one
too
minute,
ready
I gotta-
doing that. Is that where you kill me? Thanks for the 6 months. So posh. I need to do more. People are getting up there with 9 months.
All right. There's actually a nice spot I did want to go see. I got new contacts. I want to go to my favorite spot in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. No, I'm not killing you.
Mm-hmm. As good as dead. I don't know what that
little
was.
did you
but-
know. Little do you
just
know,
pulled-
James. Little do you know, James. Someone's going to call the cops in now. The cops are going to come in and be like, who's brandishing?
It was you.
Was it me? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
What's the legal term that I always forget, where like something happens, but because you're unaware of it or you don't know that it's happening, it's supposed to protect the interests of the person who's in the area. Like,
There's a legal term for that. Ignorance is bliss. What?
No, not where. Hold on.
Why are you so fast?
There's a term for it. Where essentially you're not actually involved in the crime.
Listen, I don't even speak that language.
Hold on, I'm Googling.
Plausible deniability? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. You're talking about the deniability of a person.
Plausible deniability.
Okay.
Does plausible deniability not work in the case of the possession at the cafe?
I mean, technically, yes, but the thing is, we pled guilty to something in another, another case. So there goes that deniability.
They're trying to use a past case to use it against you, essentially.
Yes, and that's why I said it's not a good idea to get that ball rolling.
This is my favorite spot in the city.
Hmm.
So you can see everything. You see the Vinewood sign. You can see all the way down to the airport. I love it. It's like the most... You can see the most of the city right here.
Thanks for the follow, Smoker. Well, it's nice here.
I figured no one was going to bother us.
Yeah, and it can easily kill me here.
I could, but this is too nice of a spot. I don't want to bloody up the spot that I enjoy. I've had lots of conversations here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the city has been weird lately. A lot of people don't give a shit anymore. It annoys me.
Well, that's kind of the problem with
Nice, Solomon.
kind of the problem with, just people in general, We've lost touch in this city at some point where to draw the line. And I feel like a lot of people don't draw that line, and it's unfortunate. There's a lot of people in the city that I cannot stand, James. Lawyers being one of them.
Okay, now you're just being rude.
I don't hate you.
But you don't like me, so there's that.
What do you mean I don't like you? You're literally like one of like two lawyers I can actually comprehend and handle.
But yeah, that still doesn't mean you like me.
What do you mean?
And
like
you just said lawyers are the worst.
Listen, I'm not saying lawyers are the worst, okay? I'm just saying some lawyers get really pushy about things, but you're at least reasonable.
I've always been reasonable.
Exactly. See, look at that.
It's the only reason why cops actually listen to me. Well, it might change after the Wrangler case. I don't know. We'll see. Although no judge has picked it up yet, so.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. It would surprise me if a judge took that.
Yeah. Actually, Brian Knight is okay too nowadays. Fancy.
Wrangler's cases are interesting. I don't hate Wrangler, but his practices as an officer are not what I would call
I mean, it worked as long as he was a Southside gangster that always had a gun on him, and he was able to get a raid warrant because they used a gun, something else, and they, of course, have drugs in their house and all that shit, so why not? TD Rocks, thanks for the follow. But yeah. I don't know. I'm really getting to the point where I feel like, why even bother with the DOJ?
Yeah. James, you're good at what you do. And I hate to say it, you don't get enough credit for what you do. You have a very thankless job to the people on the outside.
I know, but it's okay. Also, the cops that actually do their work, it's kind of thankless. Want to hear a sad story?
Sure.
It's the tuner shop attorney. I go through all the contracts and see if people have their car. I have found 2 last on the 1st or in the 2nd or whatever I did it. The answer is about suing them. And you know what happens when we sue somebody with the tuner shop contract? We get the car and we get money. One was, if we piss off person X, it's gonna put us at odds with a group with 2 letters and a group with like 3 heads. And if we sue the other one, it puts us at odds with a group with 3 letters that is also a TV station in the United States. So that's great. Heads, not hats. So why do we even bother? We're only going to go after people that are actually civs, kind of deal.
Listen, this is the problem, is that people in this city go after the criminals, and then a lot of the officers try and corrupt the goods. And I hate to say it, but I do believe that people should be held accountable for the actions that they take and that they do. I don't, however, think that the actions and past that people take should determine their entirety of their being. You know what I mean? A single weed plant, right, should not be the definition between someone who follows the law every day, all hours of the day. They should not have to put up with this, because anyone's right mind would be able to understand that that obviously was not the intention of a legal business, right?
Yeah, but it's still gonna cost me countless hours of work. Like the lawsuit with Rory Bennion, Bill Mays, and Jordan Steele. I fought that on the docket. I got it dismissed twice, but it cost me like 4 hours researching laws until I found what I needed to. And they put no work into that filing. Fucking Bill Mays wrote at this time like 7 times. It sounded like somebody in elementary school wrote it. And again, that's me, who does not speak English. Well, at least as a first language.
Yeah. Yeah.
So going after the easy targets seems to be just, why not?
Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to think how to formulate this and how to ask this to you so it doesn't come out weird.
Hey, Niall. Thanks
Is
for
there
the
anything
follow.
that I can do or anything else I can provide from my side of things that would help aid you in getting all this stuff filed?
No, it is funny enough the 3rd time that I'm gonna be filing a restraining order, and it's not against OTT, so that's a new or a first. oh, it's gonna just create so much conflict because he's gonna run to his dad, and then we're gonna have the whole, well, CGI is gonna own this part, so shut the fuck up, and then we have to go talk to the mayor, and the mayor is probably not gonna listen to Ash in the end because
Somebody should be listening to Ash, though, because she owns a business on the property. It is beyond well within her right to know her own property line, at the minimum.
yeah, technically we need some sort of property or land registry where everything is... No, there isn't.
Is there some kind of FOIA system that you guys can go through to get that information?
Nope.
Because it's not proposal of new information. This stuff should already be official and documented.
It is not documented. I had that issue with the tuner shop. If you remember the bollards that were there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I did so much work that nobody knows. I even wrote a letter of complaint to the mayor that I didn't even get a response to. The only way that we got him removed was doing a deal because of Eugene. He sold his car to Dean so that we didn't have to sue while it was on the docket and withdrawn the claims. And we got less money and he removed the bollards and didn't get the car. Listen, Dean, not you, Dean, another Dean. Dean Watson.
Huh.
This city is all about who you know and who you can make deals with. That's all. Working from the ground up is so hard.
It's not easy, dude. And you're not exactly in a spot for it to be easy.
I mean, it's not just the law stuff. It's simple stuff like farming where you have... I mean, how do I... Let's say it that way. I found 2 tomato plants with the strain that we're using on a field where nobody has been farming tomatoes for a while, which means somebody is stealing seeds. And also know that one of our managers is doing research on his own for another restaurant where we could have had those orders. But there's gonna be a point where I don't give a fuck anymore. The problem is if I stop giving a fuck with greener pastures means the Uwu Cafe doesn't have the ingredients, and that's gonna be a bigger issue. Because Uwu Cafe is basically the only restaurant that is doing shit, basically.
Sure. I mean, you and I both know that it's not going to be an easy process, right? Staying within the confines of the law. Just I really struggle, James, because there's a lot of things that we should be able to do and things that we shouldn't be allowed to do, and lines that are drawn that we unfortunately don't have control over, and I really wish we did. And it usually irks me the wrong way to think that we can't do anything about it. But the way that the city is you know, the way that the city flows, it's very difficult. It's very stressful to
Not gonna
get everything kind of going
nerdy.
and flowing. It's not an easy process, and it's unfortunate.
Hey, Epic.
I mean, listen, I would argue and say a lot of people in parking lots get arrested all the time for being around properties, being weird, right?
Yep.
But we don't have anything in this in the state of San Andreas to allow us to do anything about it, other than go and question them and ask them why they're there. And if they claim that they're allowed to be there, you know, I guess they need to prove that they're allowed to be there. Which honestly, I don't see why I couldn't just turn around and arrest somebody and say, okay, until you get me evidence and proof that you're allowed to be here, you can prove to me that this is public property. But the question that becomes, why am I the one jurisdicting who can be where? You know what I mean? Being a part of the letter of the law is so stressful and so annoying sometimes, and I know you understand it probably better than I do. But there's a line that I have to draw too. Otherwise, I couldn't be a cop.
Yep.
I do everything in my power. I really do. I don't know what Ash is going through right now. I don't know who this guy is, and I genuinely feel bad. I would love to be able to just turn around and say, okay, this guy's being a problem. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. But there's more to it. And trying to get to that point of knowing what is too much is fucking impossible.
And to be
And it's
fair,
frustrating.
he is definitely harassing the people there, especially Ash. It's like, so when she
There is no
changed
other
yesterday, she was on the phone with me. I walked past her because I didn't recognize her. And the security guy, rent-a-cop, whatever, Gary, he left because he didn't see her anymore. Which is completely ridiculous. It's like, okay, Ash isn't here. Let's do something else. So if you're telling me that's not stalking and harassment, then I don't know.
I told Ash, and I told her to inform the
Hey,
other
Tiger,
people too,
sorry,
and I'm gonna inform
hello.
you as well. Because Ash asked the question, if this guy tries to hurt me, is it going to be a shock Pikachu face situation? I said, no. In your statements and in everybody else that's at the cafe, if they know that this person is obviously kind of targeting you, in their statements, they need to say that it is very clear that this person is either around Ash or is, you know, even if it's brief or in just one statement alone is enough. But if we have a consecutive amount of statements saying that, you know, the people at the cafe believe that this person's going after Ash, and let's say he does something to Ash, then yeah, guess what? No shock Pikachu face. That's attempted first-degree murder. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
But I don't really want to let it come to that, you know. I mean, nobody does.
I don't either. Trust me. Oh, trust me. I don't want that to come to that either. I really, under all fucking powers that I have within the PD, I don't want to have it come to that at all. Trust me. But unfortunately, you know, I'm in the interest of the individual, and you know that about me. I'm in the interest of Ash right now, and in my best interest for Ash, I think, and in Ash's best interest for herself, to cover all grounds, to protect her from something happening to her, to cover all grounds with this individual is good, because we don't know what his intentions are. But it's weird that if he's employed in other places, then why is he there other than to harass the people?
Yep.
And again, I say it, if Ash has jurisdiction over who gets to own a property, and if the property owners get to decide the property line at the Korean Plaza, then I hate to say it, but I think Ash would have some jurisdiction to keep him off the property. And if that was the case, if we can get that on on official documentation of some sort, then we don't have to go through legal trouble. She would just literally call up, say, this person's here trespassing, I need him gone. When we show up, she would hand us a piece of paper, we would read it, we would get a copy of it, and then we would arrest the person. We have our evidence. Why do we do it? Because we have an official document that states that people aren't allowed on the property. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, I really feel like this is something
This is gonna
that
suck. This is gonna suck, James. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is not gonna be an easy process, and this is gonna be dumb and stressful and way more work than it should be. But if you guys are able to put in the legwork now, moving forward, it will no longer be a question. Does that make sense?
I'm just gonna call it. Us doing the legwork is not gonna be the issue. It is the mayoral office actually starting
Yeah.
any sorts of documentation.
It needs to happen. Listen, the loopholes I had to go through to get a blueprint of the barrio was fucking crazy.
Okay, why the fuck is he texting me in Spanish?
Who?
Arthur.
Oh.
He's also a special case. Ah, well. I love hearing that I'm gonna have more work.
James, I'm doing everything I can to help you out from my side.
Yeah, I know.
You know, based on my connections, I would not ever personally take and lead an investigation involving anything regarding the cafe. Besides the fact that I fucking work there, so now
Nice,
it's
Sapphire.
even more of a right. But I'm doing everything in my power to. How do I put this? Regardless of the way that the PD is and the level of ignorance that the PD follows, I think I'm still in the best possible spot I could be in this city. I don't think there's a better position I could be in Los Santos. In the state of San Andreas, this is, I think, where I see myself being and where I see myself being the most useful and helpful. And I want to keep that for as long as possible. I talk shit about a lot of people in the PD, but at the end of the day, I do love the PD because a lot of these guys will have my back. And regardless of what they think, even if they don't agree with me, they will still double down and follow me and make sure that I'm doing the best that I can. With that said, a lot of people really don't agree with what I do in the PD. I went to the wedding the other day with Ash and I think Han. I don't even remember. And I had a seaside bandana on, and people were incredibly pissed with me that I even thought to wear a bandana. How the fuck could I wear a bandana, right? People in PD were there. They were judgmental. I brought fucking Dean Goldberry as my +1. Yeah. Okay. All right. We've all been there. We're all there. We all get to be here. All right. Okay.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But people really judged me for having it. And I literally told them it was a joke. It was a meme. Like, chill. So people got mad at me, and I literally told Ash, I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm like, people really, like, the PD really just has it out for people who talk with people who are not 100% legal. And I have told people, and I've told people in the PD, if us as officers were to simply and only simply be friends with people who follow the law to a T, our friend group would be about 2 people each. We would not be friends with many fucking people. I hate to say it. I'm going to stand by it. I would die on this hill. We would not have many friends. Right?
Yep.
I, unlike most people in the PD, had a fucking life before I ever wore that badge. And I changed a lot in my life in order to accompany and to accommodate for the life that I chose. There are people that I broke ties with. There are people I don't talk to anymore. I did what I had to do in order to establish some kind of ground so that I could actually be an officer of the law, part of the Unified Police Department. And to this point, at this fucking minute, yeah, I'm going to be friends with people. I'm going to associate myself with people who probably do things that are questionable. Want to know why? Because I don't give a shit at the end of the day. At the end of the day, everybody lives a life.
Nice.
And just because somebody did something that was
when
illegal
it's
or
safe
wrong,
in the autocorrect,
I'm not going to look at them any differently because of that. Why? Because at the end of the day, everybody has their way of making money and why they do things. I've arrested more gang members and I've told them flat out, I respect what you do on the streets. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. As long as you respect the fact that I have to do what I have to do. I am all about mutual respect. And I think it's why a lot of people like me outside of the PD. Is because I don't mind sitting down with someone who's getting charged for gang-related shooting and saying, listen, bottom line, this is all you're getting, man. You're only getting this. Your gun wasn't even hot. But I don't care if you shoot at other gangs. I don't care if you stab other people. I don't care what the fuck you do. Go fight your wars. Go do your shit. Speak your mind, whatever. But when it comes time to it, for you to get charged, fucking own it the way that I'm going to do what I need to do as in the extent of me and the law. And a lot of people, I mean, James, I couldn't tell you the last time I actually sat in court because people understand what I'm saying and what I get at, because I only work with certainty. I don't push questionable charges because I don't feel confident in that. I don't know the last time I went to court because people hear me out and I tell them, listen, you work with me, I work with you. I respect what you do on the streets. I respect the fact that you may have had to open fire on cops because you were afraid to get caught. Your livelihood is based on those drugs. Okay. Do I agree with the fact that you were willing to take a life over some drugs? No, I don't. I think that that was really stupid and silly. And I don't think that something as dumb as a couple bags of weed should be the difference between my life and that bag of weed. But at the end of the day, that is your livelihood right there. I don't agree with your livelihood. You don't agree with my livelihood. We both mutually disagree as long as we both mutually respect that each of us have a job to do at the end of the day.
Yep.
And that in its core is why no one in the PD likes me, other than the people that either understand it or don't know what I do on a day-to-day.
I mean, we think alike when it comes to that. That also means people think that I am corrupt, that I'm a criminal. And on the other side, I had a phone call with Jenny when she was pushing all the charges regarding the Mike Simone breakout stuff. And she was like, I think she received some hate from people. And I'm like, just because you're doing the job doesn't mean I don't like you anymore. What happens in in court is just our job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, spam some hearts.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, 100%.
So, yeah, it is weird in the city. And I kind of feel like I lasted longer than I thought I would.
It's because a lot of people root on you and a lot of people support you. I support you more than I support some of the officers I work with. And I mean that.
I mean, we
Because
always had a good relationship ever. I mean, there's a reason we always had a good relationship ever since I saved you as EMS Flop.
Uh-huh.
You're still saved as EMS Flop. I'm not going to change that one.
It's all, listen, I got names in here of people that you'd be like, what the fuck? Oh, my favorite one is, you ready for this one? So a while ago, Sherry wanted to get me and her on a date. And she was like, I got someone who's going to take us on a date. I'm like, okay, I don't really care, but okay. Right? Who did she get? Michael Simone. I met Michael Simone. He was gonna put us on a date. He gave me his number. I didn't know the guy, but she was like, you should definitely be friends with this guy. And I'm like, I don't know about that. So he gave me his number, and I put him in my phone as Michael, probably killer.
Oh, that's great.
Well before anything ever kicked off with Michael.
Listen, he's definitely just
swear to you-
a alleged terrorist. He wouldn't
Oh
have-
yeah. Someone else on my phone is Mia Microwave. I don't even know who that is. Chico Seaside, Chino Gonzalez, rest in peace. I got some good ones in here. DOC name I forget. Dr. Not Adam. Falco, probably a murderer.
No, I'm actually pretty good. The thing is, I wish we could edit the names. Because Crane,
Yeah.
the Chief Justice, is still a paralegal in my fucking phone book. Also, I'm
Ooh.
a psycho. I
I
go
wonder if he's
with
around.
last name, first name.
I haven't talked to this guy in a while. Hopefully he answers.
Who?
Damn it, he didn't answer.
Oh yeah, good old Tim Collins. Damn, so many names.
Sorry, I was just calling Jasper to see if he would answer. He's still dead.
Really?
I cannot wait for someone to subpoena me one day so they can see why did you call Jasper?
So I have started helping Marlo with stuff on the docket with the loans. So I also sometimes send everybody that is in default a message. If you have to go through all the messages that I have, oh my fucking god. Good luck with that stuff.
Oh yeah, I get it. Listen, it's something. Yeah, I'm all caught up.
I have 4 people called Jones in my phone book.
Jones?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Andy, Devon, Chuck, and Jones Jr.
Quite the name.
Also, King Ezekiel Krim. I wonder how I got his number.
One of my favorites is still Minio. Minio. Italian cop.
Nice.
Oh, I got some really I got some gems in here. It's good. Let me see. I got ticket guy. Probably a cop that gave me a ticket. Spaghetti dispatch.
Yeah, that's definitely easy to remember.
Mm-hmm. Sana Uwu. Oh man, that's a name I forgot. You remember Salim, who used to own PDM?
Yes.
Yeah, I got him in my phone as Salim PDM. Rest in peace. Riv Yogurt DOC. That's Riv, who's the captain at EMS now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Read Not the Lost. And read The Lost.
There's another Reed. Oh, you mean the officer?
Yep. I have her in my phone as Read Not the Lost. Pepe Sylvia in my phone is PP Sylvia.
Oh, no. You know that every time when he showed up there, he got a second-degree murder charge.
Wait, where?
Well, that was months ago.
Oh, God. I still think the best one on my phone is Michael, probably a killer.
James Haze.
Yo,
Oh, you better
James,
hang up that fucking phone.
it's Lil Sneech. You know who Lil Sneech is?
No. Do I remember? How
No.
can I help you?
Sir, I need a driver's license. And I got arrested for it probably. Can you help me out and tell me when I got arrested for it? And can I endorse it? Expunge it, I mean? Or get it back?
I cannot look up reports. You need a judge for that, but find somebody from the right way of driving school. They can give you a driving
I
test.
know, no one's there. When did they wake up?
I have no idea. I don't work there. Little Schnitzel. I don't know, noise. I'm sorry, I really cannot help you there. I know that the points, they drop after 21 days. So,
What?
yes, but you need to drop below 20 points or something like that.
How many
Again, you
points
need...
do...
What is your state ID?
28343.
What was it? 284?
Oh my god, I have 26 points on my license. Why?
What did he say? Did somebody pay attention? Is it that? It's not Chris Turtle. Oh, it is.
Hello?
Yeah, 28343 you said.
Yeah, I said 28343.
Yeah, 26 points is a little bit much. What did you do last time?
I don't
When it got
remember
removed?
what I did. I don't remember.
It looks like, but it's not. Yeah, you need a judge to help you out with that.
Is that hard?
Next storm probably easier than right now.
Oh, I think I remember now.
I mean, you do have reckless driving, driving on the wrong side of the road, illegal turn, driving while intoxicated is really a bad idea. So probably it's that, because that gives you like 20 points itself.
Fuck me. I was doing drunk driving, bro.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
I know, I didn't know I'd get that many. Alright, well, 28 points, 26 points is fine, so I've got to wait 22 weeks.
Yeah, it's probably no 3 weeks, 21 days. It's probably just
God.
driving while intoxicated. So yeah,
Okay,
try
no
to find
problem.
somebody in the driving school.
Okay, thank you.
All good. Bye bye.
Is driving school easy?
I have no idea. I never got my driving license removed, so I couldn't tell
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Bye.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Is driving school... Oh, God.
What's up?
Just do it. People are being idiots. I was doing drunk driving. Okay. Of course you don't have your license anymore. Well. I clocked in. Oh, there Cross is around. You can just call him. What the fuck? I'm making so much money being clocked in right now. Gonna be rich.
What, $500 an hour?
I don't know. It can't be much more.
I ordered a sandwich.
Nice. What kind? Cubano?
I can't find a good Cubano. I've never had a Cubano before. What is a Cubano though? It's like a help me, please.
Ever seen the movie Chef?
Yes, I love it, and I forget Chef. Fucking great movie, and I love the main character. I forget the dude's name, but he played Happy in like the Marvel series and stuff.
Yes. Okay, so the Cuban sandwich, the main deal is that you're gonna have a piece of pork that you primed in water, vinegar. There's gonna be some rum in there, a shit ton of garlic, other spices, You throw it in the oven. You're gonna have a panini bread with what it's on there, pickles, I guess mustard and a lot of butter. What am I missing? I'm missing stuff. Cheese, of course. And I need to look up the recipe. I need to do that again. It's great. If you are okay with cooking, try it.
I love cooking. I hate cleaning, but I love cooking.
Well, easy solution here. You cook and Siggy cleans. And you both eat.
Listen, I'm a lazy fuck, all right? I just ordered a sandwich, okay? It should be delivering to the court center soon. You know what I do like doing, though? Homemade Reubens? Fucking fire. I do love a good homemade Reuben.
Yeah. Why not?
I need to get
It's not the woman, it's the one that doesn't
what
do
I need to
the
do is
cooking.
I need to go buy some cast iron is what I need. I need a cast iron Dutch oven so that I can make some homemade bread.
Well, there's the thing. Where my brain is at, that's not an issue.
What do you mean?
You know, Swiss bread is superior than to German bread.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, James.
Sorry, fancy.
I don't know if there's any easy way for me to say this. Ever since I moved from, I don't know, about the you know, Mount Gordo area all the way down to the beach. Smile. There's not a single good like deli anywhere around there. There's no good delis. There's no good bread. The pizza's okay, but not great. And I am fucking hurting out here, okay? There's no Italian bakeries. I can't get good Italian bread anywhere. And I'm losing my fucking mind, James.
That's bad.
Oh my God, there's so much good food. But there's just no good delis. Oh, I want to cry. I want to ball up and scream. I literally, no bullshit. I have been calling and making orders to, you know, relative family to make deliveries of rolls for me whenever they make trips.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm like, bring me 3 dozen rolls. I'm gonna freeze them. I'll pay you.
That is understandable. Not gonna lie. It's almost cruel keeping that stuff away from you. Oh, that's an ambulance. Chat, thank you everybody for hanging. Appreciate it. Nice, hacker. No. It's a sunrise, actually.
Anyway, so what makes Swiss bread so good?
I mean, that was more like a statement towards... we cannot start that again. I'm sorry. I already overstepped.
Oh, did you?
My brain cells are already angry at me.
Oh, shit. They can't be as angry as me. Or they can't be as angry at you as they are me. Here, wait, hold on. I'm gonna email you something. Because this was a huge discussion earlier and people are very mad. Hold on. Is that or is that not half a sandwich?
What kind of monster are you? I mean, technically it is. But what kind of monster are you? Are you rolling up a pizza when you eat it?
No, that's what pizza rolls are for. let me ask you another question.
Also, I'm totally flexing right now.
Is that a sandwich?
No, that's a bagel.
That's 2 pieces of bread covering something in the middle. That's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I think I have to shoot you now.
It's a peanut butter and jelly. It's 2 pieces of bread covering a layer of something in between. That is technically, by definition,
You're a monster. You
A
should be
sandwich.
ashamed of yourself.
why?
You're aware that my brain cells gonna see this now. He claims this is half a sandwich. See? And this is a sandwich. Okay, I'm sorry. The collective has decided.
Well, the collective's gonna have to wait an extra 4 minutes.
I
I've
mean,
officially tweeted it. I expect a retweet. Thank you.
for fuck's sake.
Wait, you actually retweeted it. Let's go. I'm shocked there's no quote on it that says this person's fucking psychotic.
There's so much wrong.
Listen, have you met me? There's so much wrong with me.
You know, maybe eventually I will.
I just want to be the most cursed person ever. Oh, hold on. I have to make a phone call. Oh, God, she's on the phone. Hang up the phone.
I will definitely shoot you, by the way.
So that's fine. I got a phone call today from someone in the PD that said if you don't delete your tweet, I'm gonna stab you at the meeting.
Nice.
So I guess you do what you gotta do. It's if I show up to the meeting, get fucked. I need her to hang up the phone, please. Please hang up the phone. Please.
It's so bright.
You know what time it is, right?
Yeah, time to shoot you in the face. And yell that you're a
Probably.
monster.
Why would I be a monster, though? I beg to differ. I don't think I'm a monster, but I'm definitely something. I'm something.
You tortured that bagel. You know that.
I didn't torture the bagel.
You did.
I don't know about that, James. We'll take 5 steps and we'll go for it. Let's go. In the middle. Let's go. All right, ready? We'll walk opposite directions. I'll count down to 0. At 0, we go. Ready?
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm not hitting him.
Why are you whipping?
I don't know. I missed every shot, every single shot.
What happened, James?
I'm washed. I lost against KJ. I
Every
lost against
fucking
KJ. What the fuck just happened? Well, that was unfortunate. Thanks, Chris. I didn't think of connecting again. Well, chat, it's Monday. It is Monday. But hey, thanks for spending your Monday evening. Well, for some maybe afternoon, morning. I don't know. For me, it's evening with me. Yeah, what Chris said. If you're enjoying your stay, check your primes. Maybe you want to sub. Or even some gifties. We need 48 to go back to 200. It's a long way right now. This one is... let me see. That's this one. Come right back, chat. When we load in here. And I'm back, and we're still loading in. Apparently I have the mask on now. You have fun. Bon appetit. Enjoy your meal. And I see you next time. Thanks for the resub. The snake shake. We might go racing today. I feel like that is a good choice. Yes, GT3 racing. Because I'm so mad at this. Hello.
Buenos dias,
So
señor.
there are 3 GT3s in a city. I watched Goofy put in some light records. Yeah, he's a puppet. What the? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna go deliver the food.
Mm-hmm. So there are 3 GT3s. One is in Kitty's hand. She's the only one that's loyal to the car. Miguel sold his one. I cannot sue him because CG Hydra. And the other one is in Pez's hand. And there's like some meta shit going on. I think I'm just gonna do this. I don't know. There is a chance that I'm saying fuck the tuner shop. I don't know. Well, does the tuner shop define that relationship? I hope not. But I feel a little bit cheated, you know? I'm not saying I need a car for free. I'm saying give me some respect. Respect. How much room is in here? Not enough. It's 200. Let's just run and run and run.
Hello.
Hoi.
I need food. I'm gonna die.
Well, you're lucky the door is open. It shouldn't be open. What would you
Oh,
like?
Shit. Oh, just a filling combo, please.
Sure, that's gonna be 300.
Yeah.
If you don't mind paying right here.
Yeah.
And there's your filling combo. You have a great day.
Oh, hi, what?
Thank you. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh,
What's
hoi, hoi.
up?
Can I help
Hi.
you? What would you
Can I
like?
get can I get a sushi combo, please?
Sure. Why, Han? Not gonna lie, my pockets are having some issues right now.
Yeah, I gotcha. It happened.
Where the fuck did...
Did you charge me already? I don't know. I forgot.
Ah, for fuck's sake, come on! I can't fucking open the pockets.
Yeah, me either. God damn it, what the hell? Oh, it's working now. They got unglued.
If you tackle me again, I will shoot you and ocean dump you.
Here you go.
You deliver the order?
And it's on a tray. You have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Han is doing it.
Oh.
That's Arthur. If the boss is working, you don't fuck around with him. What did you figure out, Dre? A basket in here. Nope. The most used band-aid in the world is electrical tape. I mean, anything that holds shit together, I guess. Sorry, is that a hacker joke that I'm not getting? Probably. Okay. May Buddha bless your day. Uwu Cafe 800. Okay, so the Uwu Cafe should be good. Everywhere Cur uses electric tape because it doesn't fall off. Yeah. Hello, what can I help you?
Hi, 2 filling combos, please.
Sure.
Sure. First, put the sando on the grill.
Well, it was actually a lie. I need to cook something real quick for you. Give me a second.
What is it?
Some filling stuff. Got it angled.
Did you make the mains?
I got the mains for him. That's a good song, Chris. That was a good addition. There we go. That will be 600 if you don't mind paying there. And your 2 combos. Appreciate you being here and sorry for the wait.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Oh, by the way, I haven't delivered the food yet. I'm just waiting for him to finish the meeting.
Ah.
Hey, what's up, man? How can I?
Can I get 2 of the charismatic curries as a meal, please?
As a combo, 2
Yes, please.
Alright, so it'll be 600. Please swipe your head. Here you go, man. 2 curry combos and a drink.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem. Now have an ooh-tastic day, man.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Yo, James, you having an ooh day, man?
Can I shoot you then? Maybe.
Better have an ooh-ass day.
Here, that should get you through the day.
Why? What's this?
Oil was going bad in the storage, in the GP storage.
Oh yeah, did Aaron text you about that?
He told me.
Okay, good.
But somebody produced more than they should have, and that's why the storage was kind of full, and whatever.
Okay. Hey, buenos dias. What's up, guy?
I think that's a really good tagline, not gonna lie. Isn't it? Yeah, pretty good.
What's up, Maya? How can
Good. I get the charismatic combo.
just
Maybe you're flossing too much.
Alright, told me 300. swipe ready.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Forgot my good morning hug.
Here you go, my one curry combo.
Thank you. That was so quick. Oh my goodness. Really yes. Excellent service. Thank you, hon.
Thank you, thank you. What? Does she need anything?
That's
Oh yeah. Could I get a charismatic combo, please?
Alright, so say 300, swipe ready.
Thank you.
Here you go, one curry combo with the shrink.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem.
Hello.
Stop by.
Thank you.
You have
Guess we pay some bills.
I will. Oh, how we doing?
Not bad.
Good, good.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
Chocolate me what? They had their goodies on their back, so I pull out mine. Ooh.
Heartache. So getting the plots in the storefront has been more difficult than I thought it would be. So we'll see. Stop chewing so nothing can get stuck. So yeah, put everything through the blender. That's gonna be great.
Today's delivery's been done.
The what now?
I suppose any deliveries that were needed today have been done.
We actually have
Yeah,
enough
I'm about to
people
do
at
it now.
Uwu Cafe. So that's nice.
I think they should be done by before the meeting, right? Nothing, never mind.
Carlos Harvestos.
To be honest, I don't actually know who any of our deliveries are for.
Alright.
How many people are on the server? Should be full. Yeah, it's full.
Just a couple minutes wouldn't hurt, right?
We'll see.
Come on, madams.
Okay. What time is it? We have 2.5 hours to race in SA. I think we're just gonna go and race there. Do we have a car somewhere? Nope. I should be okay. Is there anything I should do here that I forgot? Yes. but I'm gonna ignore it. Shit fuck butt farts desu. Nice. That's a good error message. Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nove, 10. We don't need 10. There's a GT4 coming to PDM, the 718. And I need to buy a house here somewhere. How much mileage do you get with C43? What do you mean? Fuel economy. That is a good question. I'd say it was like, if I'm not being an asshole, it was like 10 to 11 per 100. Did somebody... What? Oh.
You know the Chapines? We kick ass!
Oh, it's never 7. The way I drive, it's never 7. I mean, technically, it could be 7. Oh, also, chat. It's, oh, I think I put it in the storage. Yeah. We're gonna grab it. Yeah, I enjoy driving that car. I mean, it's a 3-liter B-turbo. I mean, yeah. And it's not a particularly light car. Can I please get my car, Victor? I could race with this one. I mean, I'm not driving on the Autobahn all the time. This is a lot of start and stop in the city. Muy importante. I fell out of the top 10. God damn it. Where's the other race? It's a sprint 21. That's this one. Yeah, but they're already through. Hey, Sushi. I feel like I have 30 frames right now. No bueno. Nice, thanks. I'm actually self-conscious now and I'm gonna do a trial run. Also, I should have... You know what I should do? I should test that weird S. Because I never do. I just go straight. Let's test this. Let's go here. My ass. Turn into me. Why am I even going to the middle? God. What's up with the locals? Hopla. I swear to God, the locals are out there to kill me. No, it was such a good run, motherfucker! I clipped that fucking local again. Now, parked? Definitely parked. Ah. Okay. Locals have not been my friends. Listen, I'm not DNF yet. Technically, I could finish. Yeah, I cannot park there. I have not. You want to send me the link to that? Oh God, what's happening? My door! I wasn't that bad with all the locals. They definitely didn't make it easier on me. Oh God. Oh yeah, it is a DNF now. But I could have finished the race. But I was in Stab City at like 6:20, something like that. And you'd need like a minute 10 from there to finish. Zamir! Yeah, that's a good clip. I clipped the wall once, like the locals twice. I headbutted locals twice. Oh God, that was not good. Lag. Oh, we're back. I think the most time that I'm losing. No, it's me. It's me. The locals are definitely easier to drive with during the day. But where I lose the most time is up here. Somebody just got banned. Yeah, yep. Just don't break on the grass, forehead. I mean, technically it should work with a jump, but I need to make it back to the tarmac and not... Yep. Oh. Yeah, it's a steam engine. Did you know? It's the GT3 SE Special Edition, aka steam engine. Thank God you're dead. Oh, please tell me. Ooh. Good job, Roger. Yeah, I think I can take this one just with more speed and hope for no local to show up. Did you murder someone? Maybe. Problem is this car is now in the way.
Oh man, this isn't happening.
Not smoking anymore. Oh, that could have been really bad. Yes. Ghosts and stuff. The others are smoking too. It's not just me. Okay, she's kind of fucked. No, she's not. She's totally not. The Axle 92. That's not bad. Axle, engine, and body, and we Gucci. Kids these days. Listen, you're not even on the server. You know? How could you? How could you? Yeah, you need a computer first. Maybe it's a chain, you know, the reason why I can drive properly. Oof. You just got lucky. Well, maybe. Maybe you're right. And maybe you're not. Mwah. I should have started racing way sooner. But I feel like it just doesn't make sense for James on a whitelist. And since I'm regarding this to be in the future, why not? I could start the race already. That you need to hug the stop sign when you turn into Galileo Road. I saw you going over the bumps there. Hug the... Okay, let me... Am I missing something? Open 500 60 seconds. I probably need to do 90 seconds. Galileo. Holy shit, am I blind? And who is riding me? Isn't the Galileo Road like somewhere the fucking... Am I stupid? This one. You need to hug this. Here. That's the one that you mean, not West Galileo. The stop sign, but isn't there the bump? Let's see. Welcome back. Down here, or do you mean It's a left turn into Galileo. Oh, that's with the construction thingy. Okay, so am I going through the dirt or am I going to the right of the stop sign? Listen, we're learning here. Closest sign as possible. This side. Okay. Oh, nice car. That's totally what I wanted to do. Definitely too slow. Okay. I mean, there would be less angle. I mean, it's flat here, so that should work. The bump is right to the side here, so that makes sense. Okay, is there even somebody around? Okay, I try to remember. Yeah, that's also a spot where I brake a lot. Because if you hit those cones, your car flies. And not in a good way. Oh, it looks bad. Nobody's showing up. No. The past, I don't know, 2 weeks at work have been horrible. A story with a child today, and it was raining in the story, and the box got soaking wet, and the child described it was a mushy box. Nice. Nice. Of course. Of course. Yeah, yeet him. Sorry, but not sorry. $322, $315 should be possible. I guess we're just gonna do this alone. Might be a short stream today. It might be. Nice. Okay, let's go for a warm-up round. The first one. And the quick one is going to be the second and the third with full NOS. Somebody was stealing a car. Oh, that was Nobody saw that. That's not a good start. Why is there always a car right here? Oh, that was so bad. It's not gonna be this round. Maybe next. Why? Choking. There's a car there again. Oh, it's not. Of course, and it's dead. Fuck! $325. Wow. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't know who these people are. Yeah, I probably should have left whitelist, I guess. We need a wave emote, that would be fun. Okay. But the question is, what animated emote is gonna be deleted, you know? We don't need to animate it? Okay. Sure. Chat, this is where I'm going to leave you. Right now I'm trying to figure out who we're gonna raid with the people that we have. Are we going to Odessa? Let's go to Odessa. Because I kind of left her hanging. Which was rude. I know it's a really short one today. It's gonna be more tomorrow, I promise. I need to talk to Ash anyway, so we're gonna start off with a bang. Chad, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for spending your time. I know it was a short one. Thanks for the resubs, Nerdy and Danny. Thanks for all the follows today. Please go over with me to Moto, aka Odessa. Say hi. I'll be in the Discord. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to check your primes. You never know. It's free. I love your faces. See you tomorrow. Bye.